Hello everyone, good morning. Today we are going to learn our next unit from the textbook First Flight, unit number 3, 2 stories about flying. In this unit there are 2 lessons. The first is His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty, and the second lesson is Black Aeroplane by Frederick Forrest. From these 2 lessons, today we are going to learn the first lesson, His First Flight. The name of the writer is Liam O'Flaherty. लेसन स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं आपके साथ एक बात शेयर करना चाहूँगा कि क्या आप गेज कर सकते हो कि ह्यूमन बीइंग का सबसे बड़ा एनिमी कौन है कुछ भी चीज़ नहीं करने के लिए? मैं बता सकता हूँ, वो है डर। डर की वजह से हम कुछ भी नया करना चाहते हैं तो जल्दी से कर नहीं पाते हैं, क्योंकि हम डरते हैं कि कहीं हम नाकामयाब ना हो जाए। लोग क्या कहेंगे? अगर मुझसे गलती हुई तो मैं आगे कैसे बढ़ पाऊंगा? ये सब कुछ हम सोचते हैं और इस डर की वजह से हम कुछ नया करने में देरी करते हैं। इस लेसन में भी हम यही सीखने वाले हैं कि एक यंग सीगुल है। यंग सीगुल, he also fears to fly. Okay, but we are going to also see that how he overcomes to his fear and how he starts to fly in the sky. We can also do the same thing. We can also overcome to our fear, and we can also do the best or new thing in our life. So let's start the lesson, His First Flight. Since the earliest times, humans have dreamt of conquering the skies. Here are 2 stories about flying. The first is a young seagull is afraid to fly. How does he conquer his fear? That we are going to see in this lesson. And the second is a pilot is lost in storm clouds. Does he arrive safe? Who helps him? This story also we are going to see, but in the next video. So now let's start our first lesson of unit number 3, His First Flight. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. Ledge means a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from a wall or a cliff. His 2 brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. Now, as already I have said, a young seagull, he was frightened, but before a day only, his 2 brothers and sister started to fly. They learned to fly. They overcome to their fear and they learned a new thing to fly in the big sky. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. Brink means corner. First he thought to overcome his fright and to fly, and he started running and come near the corner or to the ledge of the corner. But when he started to flap his wings, he again started frightening. We also do the same thing. Whenever we are going to do the new thing and when we find any difficulty in that, we started fearing, and then we just stop that and never do that again before anybody just force us or motivate us to do that. The great expanse of sea stretched down breathed, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Now, because of his fear, he started running. He wanted to fly. But when he saw down and when he saw that it's a very big run or it's miles away and his wings cannot support him, that's why he went back to his hole where he slept the last night. He felt certain that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Even when each of his brothers and his little sisters, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. Muster up means gather and plunge means take the risk. Now, this young seagull, he did not want to take the risk. He did not gather the courage to just dive from the corner of that tree, and he could not able to gather the courage and did not want to take the risk in his life to fly, and that's why he couldn't fly and went back to his hole where he slept the last night. In our life also we also try, but when we get the difficulty or when we find the difficulty in our goal, we also set back our steps and just wait for somebody to help us. We should also muster up our courage. We should also take the risk to do the best, do the new things. His father and mother had come around calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. Now sometimes teachers, parents also do the same thing as young seagull's parents have done. They also thought that let him starve unless he flew away. उन्होंने सोचा जब तक ये खुद उड़ना नहीं सीख जाता तब तक उसे भूखा रहने दो, तो अपने आप वो उड़ना सीख जाएगा. कभी कभी टीचर्स, पेरेंट्स भी ऐसा करते हैं. आपको कुछ नया सिखाने के लिए, नया करने के लिए आपको भी कुछ हार्श पनिशमेंट दी जाती है, कुछ डांट दी जाती है ताकि आप भी अपने फियर को ओवरकम हो सको और कुछ नया कर सको. बट फॉर द लाइफ ऑफ हिम he could not move. But he did not move from his place and could not gather the courage to fly. That was 24 hours ago. Now, अब एक दिन बीत चुका है, पर फिर भी हमारा जो ये यंग सीगुल है अभी भी वो सीखा नहीं है कैसे उड़ना चाहिए. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. Now, the young seagull was not ready to fly, but his younger brothers and sister, they started to fly, and that's why their parents also supported them. They also give them some new lessons, how to fly, how to dive, how to catch the fish. Everything they were giving these young seagull's brothers and sister. Then notice the new lessons to fly very safely and very perfectly. Teachers also do the same things. They also give students new lessons, new practices to do the new things. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it. Devour it means eat away. Okay, he had also seen that his older brother, he had catch his first fish and devour it, eat it. Then standing on a rock while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. Cackle means unpleasant voice. Now he was seeing all of them and how the parents praising that older brother for catching his first fish and eat it. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the bleak plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Now the young seagull's family, they went away from there, went away to a big plateau midway down to the opposite cliff. Cliff means rock, and taunting him with his cowardice. Cowardice means lack of courage, डरपोक, डर, उसके डर के लिए उसको टॉन्ट करते हैं कि तुम्हारे डर की वजह से तुम हमारे साथ नहीं आ सकते हो. इस तरह से उसे चिढ़ाया जाता है ताकि वो सीख जाए कि कैसे उड़ना चाहिए, पर फिर भी वो डरपोक रहता है, उड़ना नहीं चाहता है. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing means shine, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Now it was around one day. From a day he had not eaten anything, and that's why he could feel the heat in his body or on his body. Now he stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wings, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Now, because of his hunger, he was ready to fly. He assumed himself as sleeping, and what did he do? He just closed his eyes and just put up his one leg, and with his one leg he just wanted to dive from that corner or from the ledge. Still they took no notice of him. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. And from there he was seeing his brother and sisters how they were flying. He was also seeing how they were catching the fish and how they were enjoying. This he was seeing. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. Okay, he was maintaining his feathers. Only his mother was looking at him. Okay, nobody was looking at him. Only his mother was looking at him. We know the mother's love. हम अपने माँ का प्यार जानते हैं. चाहे हम कितना भी बुरा हो, कितना भी गलत काम करे, पर फिर भी हमारी माँ हमें सपोर्ट करती है. यहाँ पर भी उसकी माँ थोड़ी सी चिंतित हो जाती है कि मेरा बेटा भूख से शायद मर जाएगा, क्या करेगा. ये सब सोच के वो अपने बेटे की तरफ देखती है. She was standing on a little high hump on the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of her beak on the rock. Now the bird mother, seagull's mother, was looking at him and just catching fish from the river. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. Okay, the young seagull was saying this everything. And when his mother caught that fish, he started rejoicing himself. He was thinking that my mother would give me food. Ga, 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 he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Gaukula, she screamed back derisively. Derisively means in a manner showing someone that he or she is stupid. Now, the young seagull's mother was also giving him the taunting that you are a stupid. You should also learn to fly. But he kept calling plaintively. Plaintively means sorrowfully. And after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him with it. Maybe the mother's love has arisen. So, what he had done? Just he picked up the flesh of the fish and started to fly about him. He leaned out. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. When the mother was coming across to him, what he has done? He also had come nearer to that corner to get the food earlier. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. Now, what mother had done? She had done that. She stopped flying and just paused herself and waited for the young seagull to come near and catch the fish. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he dived at that fish. Now, the mother was just waiting for him to dive, and because of the hunger, the young seagull was also done the same. He also dived to the fish to take the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into the space. Now, he was falling down in the sky. Then a monstrous terror seized him and his heart stood still. Now, because he was falling down, he just started fearing. Just he was thinking that maybe he would fall down and he would be died. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. Now he could feel that now his wings were supporting him to fly. He could feel the tips of the wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. Now he was not falling down. He was just raising himself. He was soaring. Soaring means flying gradually downwards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. Dizzy means uncomfortable. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga ga ga, ga ga ga, gaukula. His mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. Now started flying. He learned to fly and he was rejoicing. He was happy. He was in his happy voice singing. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, coveting and banking and soaring and diving. He was also looking his brothers and sisters, how they were flying, how they were coveting, how they were banking, how they were soaring and diving in the river. This everything he was seeing and just doing the same they were doing. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commanded himself to dive and soar to curve, shrieking shrilly. Now he forgot about the last things. He forgot that he would not able to fly. He did not want to learn fly. But now he forgot everything and started flying. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little reeds moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Cawed means made sound and amusedly means happily. Now he could see the whole sea, ocean besides him or down him, and he was flying about it. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on his green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning. Beckoning means signaling to him, calling shrilly. Okay, they were calling him, they were signaling him, giving signal to him. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. Now his next move to just come down to the sea or drop his legs on the sea. But when he started to do the same, what he was facing? Just he was facing that he was sinking into the sea. And that's why, because of the fright, he started screaming again. But he was tired and weak with his hunger, and he could not rise, exhausted. Strange exercise. He tried to do as his brothers and sister was doing, but because of the hunger, he could not do as his brothers and sister was doing. His feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no further. But as his stomach touched the sea, he stopped sinking into the sea. Now he just floating. He was floating. Floating means swimming on it. And around him, his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. Now, because he started flying, because he started learning flying, that's why all of his family members, his brothers, sister, parents, all were praising him and were offering him a dog fish or scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. How? Now Like this, he had learned his first flight or made his first flight. So now we understood how we can overcome our fear, how we can do the best thing in our life, how we can do the new things in our life. For this everything, we have to do just one thing only, that is overcome with our fear and do the new things with our confidence and with the support of our parents and our elders. I hope you understood this lesson and do not have any confusion in this. Thank you. Best of luck for your new test. Next test. Thank you.